happy holidays and welcome back to Adornment with Adrienne. Today we're going to be working on a holiday garland from our clippings from our local home improvement stores. If you're interested, please keep watching and welcome back to Adornment with Adrienne. Okay, Adorners, so as I said, I have several clippings from my local home improvement store. I went back and I just picked up some more other than what I had on the video. Let me see. Several clippings on the video. And I actually went back when I was out to do my civic duty and vote. Had a runoff here in the South. So, and I went and I actually picked up some more clippings. Actually, several more clippings. As you can see, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be chopping these down and then we're going to wire them together. Okay, so let me go ahead and start. I'm going to, as I said, I have my pruners. Now if you have clippers or even scissors, you could probably use these, but if you have a pair of pruners, that will work best. But if you have a really sharp pair of scissors, that would work. And what we're going to do is we're going to just be cutting off some of our clippings here. All right, little areas. All right, so I'm going to cut them off. Then the pieces that I've cut off, starting with this one here. All right, we're going to layer them. So I'm going to layer them on top of each other. Stack, stack, stack. All right, so we're going to be layering in a line. All right, and you want it to look a certain way, don't you? So alright, so we stack, and then what do we do? What do we do then? We wire. Alright, so I have a floral gauge wire. This is a heavy floral gauge wire actually that I got from a local floral wholesaler, but I take about a half a yard off or so, and I am going to twist it around almost to start. Let me show you. So I'm twisting my wire around, right? And then I'm going to twist it around just to give it a, all right, I'm putting it together. I'm not going to cut my wire. I'm just going to keep adding to it, okay? All right, so let me go back and cut some more clippings. And you want to make sure you got all of it. Like this last piece is not actually in there. So let me go back. And I'm going to make sure I get that wired in. You want to make sure you have it all wired in together. Okay, it shouldn't be moving around. Okay. All right, and so what we're going to do is we're just going to keep adding on. Okay, and this is, as I said, this is for our free clippings. Let me cut some more of our free clippings and I'll be right back. Okay, Adorners, so as you're cutting, you might notice you might have longer pieces. Okay, you want to just cut with. Alright, as you can see, this might be a little too wide. Alright, so I'm going to take this piece and snip here. Alright, now give me another piece. Alright, so I'm going to stack on top of each other. We kind of have a longer piece. Alright, we're going to put that in the back. Alright, but we had our piece that we were wiring together already, if you remember. We have our piece that we were wiring together. Alright. So because this one is so long, I'm probably going to put it on the end a little longer. So I'm just going to take the piece that I already was working with and just attach it. I didn't cut the wire, I just left it. Just going to keep twining together. All right. Getting a longer and longer piece. All right, so we're going to cut some more and we'll be right back. How are you today? I hope you're well. Happy holidays to you. And I hope this is something that you enjoy. It will smell wonderful in your house. And you didn't have to pay for it, really. It's free. All you really need is your pruners and your floral wire. So let's see, let's continue. We're probably going to turn them the opposite way to make the other end of our garland, okay, and just stack on top of each other. What I'm doing is I'm just making some cuttings, as you can see here, out of the clippings that I have, all right? And if you have a piece that's kind of long, I would suggest to cut and then snip, 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 snip in half. Pieces that are shorter, you don't want them to get in the way and that you might not be able to use, so you kind of stack them to the side, okay? But if you have a piece where you have a little branch like this, I would just suggest to go ahead and cut it. Stacking. I'm just gonna keep snipping away here, and I'll be back. Okay, Adorners, so as you can see here, I've gone ahead and I've clipped. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stack them and wire them. You wanna make sure that you're kind of finding pieces that kind of look similar or have the same build. All right, and that way you can just keep stacking and wiring, okay? And I'll be back. So as you can see, our garland is starting to come into place, and you should have some clippings left over, and you just wanna make your garland a little bit more full in spots. That you just add in under the wire. I have some pieces here that I have left over at the end here to add a little fullness. Just want to find the wire that you've already been using. You can make your garland as long as you'd like. Remember, you're just using the free clip-ins that you picked up at your local home improvement store. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just for aesthetic purposes, is I'm going to go ahead and add a bow here to what would be probably the center of my garland. All right, this is already pre-wired. This is something that I made in a previous video or so, and so it's already pre-wired. So I'm just going to wire it on, slide the wire underneath, and wrap it around. Adjust the bow, as you can see here. Right, and you can kind of see what we have going on here. Fluff the bow a little bit. This is one that I pre-made, but all right, Adorners, so I just wanted you to see that you can turn your free clippings into a beautiful garland. You just need a little patience, some floral gauge wire, okay, some pruning shears, or a pair of sharp scissors, or even some wire cutters. That would work. All right. And you just need a little patience and a little time, and you can make this really great. See, here's our garland. This is just an example. I probably will put it on a different mantle or something like that, but I just wanted you guys to see what we did with our clippings from our home improvement vlogmas. Okay, Adorners, I just wanted you to see what you can do with the free clippings that we picked up from our local home improvement store. Okay, you just wire and wrap. You can gather them over a week's time if you need to. If you're looking to do a lot, you want to do your mantle, different places around your home. Okay, so you don't have to pick them all up at once. You can see, okay, Adorners, so you can see we've created our holiday garland out of our free clippings and Christmas cuttings from our local home improvement store. And that's just the bow that we already had made. We extended our garland all the way across our buffet here, and it's something that you could easily do. So I've taken an old bottle that I had, and I just added some water to it. All right, and you can just spray. You can just spray your garland. Add a little water to your fresh garland so it's not so dry, so it doesn't dry out so easily. As you know, I went and picked up these free clippings from my local home improvement stores. Okay, so and you can just collect them over time. That on our wire, you can create a really beautiful Christmas garland, holiday garland. As always, thank you for joining me with Adornment with Adrienne. I'm your girlfriend or your auntie of lifestyle and decor. And as always, instead of saying goodbye, I say saving hello for another time. Happy holidays. Please be sure to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing some more tips. So anyway, budget friendly. As always, thank you for joining me, and see you in the next video. Click like, click subscribe.